Hello everyone, happy Saturday. I am actually filming this on a Wednesday. It's been a day at work and I need to play with some jewelry. So we are going to open this jewelry bag. Now I did put on the next set of Halloween nails and these are so cool. Look, they glow. These little ghosts glow in the dark. They are just so fun. Okay, where's the other one? Okay, we'll stick with this hand. But they glow in the dark and it's so much fun. They do last for quite, like, we're talking probably at least 6 hours of glow for these ghosts. So fun. So anyway, we're going to go back to an estate bag. This is one of the ones I picked up in August. It was one of 6. This happens to be bag number 4, or jar, whatever you want to call it, number 4. I just randomly picked it. I have 2 more left to go. And this looks like it has some Christmas in it. There's a world. No, is it a world? I'll have to look and see what that is. Bracelets, a ball, some watches, some pendants. I have no idea. Oh, it's a ring. Okay, it's a ring. Oh, we have the original. Apparently these brooches were given away in a sweepstakes. Instant winner. So we have some more brooches. Something that looks like, let's say, maybe a locket. So we'll just go ahead and get into this. Wow, okay. First portion, several necklaces. We have a couple of rosaries. So we have this one, which is in very nice condition. It looks like it says Creed. It's very nice. So we have a really lovely rosary. We'll have to find out. I'm used to them saying Enriti or something like that, so we'll have to find out what that one's about. And then we have a secondary one. Now this, I've not seen this before. We do have they've kind of, they have the feel of like acrylic, maybe? And then we have 2 pendants, St. Christopher, so that says that it's sterling, and it is inscribed Donna 628 of 74. And then this St. Christopher doesn't have any marks on it. And then we have, I'm assuming, Mary and St. Christopher. And then it is missing the cross that goes on the end. Let's see. That goes to show you how strong of a magnet this is. It's picking up everything, even though this one is not magnetic. So it doesn't have to be a big magnet, it just has to be a good magnet. Oops. So we'll have to see if we have the cross to this somewhere in the bag or one of the other bags. Who knows? I may have even had it in a one of the jars. I'll have to take a look. And this bead here is actually carved. It's making me wonder about these. I'll have to do a little searching and find out a little bit more about this, but for right now we're going to put it in testing. We do have the proverbial nylon cord necklace, which I'm sure there's several pendants in here that it probably belongs to. Oh, aren't you pretty? So we have an angel wing cross. Now this looks like it's maybe pewter or just pot metal. And this cross doesn't seem to go with this chain. Which, you know, who knows? This does have, if I could get my fingers to work, stainless steel, which would be the reason why one is much shinier than the other. But we'll have to take a look at this cross and see what it's for. It's not missing anything that I can tell. And I don't see any maker marks, but that is really cool. I like that. It's with the bail, it's 2 3/4, and it is 2 inches at the widest. So I really like that. We have a chain, which I believe is gilded. There's no color or tone loss. It is actually quite heavy. And it's a Park Lane. Now it doesn't say that there's no markings that it's gilded, but it definitely gives off that tone. And this is a very long rather heavy chain, so that's a great find. And we have this little seed bead necklace that somebody made. And instead of having a clasp, it's, what is this? They've just literally wrapped it around each other, but it's only like 17 inches. You have to have a really small head for this. So I would say that somebody needs to put a clasp on it to get it on and off. So I'm just going to put it in craft. Then we have these glass beads. These are art glass beads. Really pretty. They have a little bit of a stretch, which is nice. It's just, these are perfect colors for fall. And then there's two, I'm assuming maybe metal. It's kind of hard to tell. So otherwise it's all glass. It's so really nice. I like it. We have an airplane. This is also Park Lane. Now this does not look like a Park Lane necklace. This looks like a Sarah Coventry necklace. But since there is not a maker's tag or any marks on it, we don't know. But really cute, absolutely adorable. There we go. I'm telling you, it was a long day at work. We have a faux pearl collar necklace. And there's no markings on it. It's very nicely done, and it looks like it's in good condition. The oval is 4 1/4 inches. So I would say this would be comfortable at, oh, that's not going to work. If you have a 14.5 to 15 inch, like a choker, if you want it as a choker. So I'm going to put that in maybe because it is on the small side. And then we have this beautiful butterfly adjustable choker. That is so pretty. Let's see, let's get this untangled. And these are faux pearls, but they're nicely done. They actually might be glass because they are ever so slightly cool to the touch. And this is okay, y'all, the reason that I can't read this is because there is a chunk of solder over the mark, and then they gilded it on top of it. Oh, gracious me. I will work on that and see if I can figure it out. I'm totally clueless, but this is a really pretty piece. I used to wear chokers all the time. And what's nice is that all the stones are there. I guess I should look and see. This would be the obvious. Nothing there. Nothing there. So the only place that's marked is where they dropped some solder. So we'll put this into the yes. And then we have this very long strand of strung on string knotted beads. These are not real pearl, but they are, let's take a look. Yes, these are faux pearl, but they're in really good condition. The problem is the string that they're on is literally coming apart. It is so old. So unfortunately, I'm going to put these into craft because somebody's going to have to restring them to wear them. And then we have this double strand necklace. These are acrylic. There is not a maker's mark. They're okay, some of the coating's coming off, so we'll just go ahead and put those into craft. Now we have a pocket watch. So here's the part that goes into the pocket. And we have the train on the front. Oh, okay, so this is a press-in. So you press a little button and it opens it up. And finesse. I think this needs to be on a watch winder because it hasn't run in a while. So it does work, but I did have to, basically a watch winder just keeps it in motion to get the elements inside to do their thing. I don't exactly know how it works. So just kind of winding it or moving it around, and it's the same thing like if you have a watch on your wrist, your movement actually helps it to do its thing. So it is working. We'll see how long this actually works. It does wind. So I set it at midnight because I don't know what time it is. So we will check on it once I'll set this for the right time once I figure out what time it is. So yay, I love pocket watches. That is awesome. And that's bracelets. And then we have another choker. And this one is also Park Lane. This is in excellent condition. I mean, I would say she didn't even wear this thing. It doesn't, well, okay, there's a little bit of verdigris starting right here, but that's a very easy fix. Other than that, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So we'll just have to fix this verdigris and it'll be good as new because it's like new. That's lovely. Okay, so let me put that actually aside. So remember to clean it. We do have this necklace. It's a snake chain. Nice and long, great condition. So awesome. This came out of something. It was glued in, so we'll have to figure out what that was from. And we'll grab some more. So this is what we've got. These are all like pendants and stuff. So we have necklaces, set, other things. Those are earrings. That's a brooch. I think everything else is sorted out. Okay. So we have this metal. not magnetic. It was gilded at one point. It is not a stretchy, but it is very long. We'll go ahead and test this, as I'm not sure what it is, but it does feel heavy. And then we have this little choker piece. No maker. It's a fashion piece. It looks like a fashion piece. But it does have these two balls on the end. Typically these extensions are magnetic. Those are not. So we'll test these, but you know, it's just a really nice, simple choker. Seed bead, black, feels like glass maybe. We'll just give those two a test. And we have an unbranded, very long, faux pearl. These are in very good condition. Now they are on string, so I don't know how old these are. This one has a little green spot on it. This one has that's just dirt that will come off. Yeah, this is just sticky dirt. But they're in excellent condition. I really like these. These are fantastic. That's a great layering piece or on its own. And we have this seed bead. I think it's missing a pendant and a clasp. So we'll just go ahead and craft that for somebody who may want to fix it. So I do not know that dongle. And this is all different pieces of glass and precious stone. Possibly some turquoise in there. We have a yeah, so that's a cultured pearl. So really nice piece. So yeah, I'm going to put that into yes. We have a little crystal heart, or crystal type heart. I don't know if it actually is or not. It is magnetic. So really sweet heart. It just needs to be cleaned. We have this fashion piece, which it's got little stations and then little dongles or dangles, I guess, that come off of it. It does have about, what is this, a little over 2-inch extension on the chain. Very nice condition. We have the matching bracelet to the necklace that we had in one of the prior jars. I don't know why I kept that over here. We have a dream catcher on a necklace on a cotton cord. It's not bad condition. We'll put it in maybe. Now we have two beaded necklaces that are the same length primarily. The black one's a little smidge longer. I'm thinking black glass on that one and hematite maybe on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with hematite. I think this is obsidian. There's a little itty bitty chip, and under that chip looks more like a stone. And then of course there's glue here where they glued the end of the piece together. So I'm gonna go with obsidian on this one. So very nice pieces. She really liked these bead style necklaces. Okay, what we have are 3 individual necklaces that are quite long in length. They are all the same beads. So I'm assuming layering or whatever she did with these, but nicely done. We have a seed, and I'm assuming nut necklace. It is a necklace. And it does say Korea on it. It is in excellent condition. It's a zigzag, or at least a zigzag style. It is magnetic, but it's in very good condition. I mean, if it wasn't kept in this bag, I would say it probably would have been destroyed. So we'll put that into yes. We have this necklace. It's on a cross between a snake and a wheat chain. Maybe it's a snake in the wheat. No maker's mark, but really pretty, and this does slide. So very nice condition. We have a little crystal or glass snowflake, same as the last necklace. I think this is perfume. Yes. It doesn't, I mean, there's a little bit of a smell to it, but it's more musty smell. This is to put perfume in, or you can put whatever you want. Here, we'll get close. So there's a pin right here, and it goes through and out over here. So it's not a ding. That is actually meant to be there. So there's the inside. I don't see a maker's mark. I mean, I guess it could just be for a ring, you know, a little jewelry case, but it's cute. And since we're going with round, we have a ball . Now this should have a maker's mark on it. Well, there is a mark that says 898, and there could be something else, but it's got to be cleaned up first. But how cool is this? So really cool. I kind of remember these. We do have, oh, he's missing his feet. He's supposed to have little feet. Maybe they're in here somewhere. This is a Park Lane. Now this necklace does look like it goes with the owl. But we'll have to see if we can find his feet. Put him in maybe. We have a little, I guess, good luck. This looks like it's pewter. I would say that this is probably pewter or pot metal. It is losing some of the gilding on it, or the silver. So we'll put that in craft. And then we have what looks like turquoise chips. Like these are bigger than, some of these pieces are bigger than chips. But then you have pieces like this that look like howlite. So I guess it's going to have to do the Q-tip test to see if the green comes off or not. We'll have to find out. We'll give it the Q-tip test. All right, what we have here may be a belt. Now the clasp does need to have some work done on it because it's not really it's not closing on its own. It could just be misaligned, I don't know. This is Park Lane. Very, very long. I really would venture to guess that this is a belt. And we're talking 20, 40, almost 50 inches in length. And it has these stations. So this is really cool. And it's rare to find, if this is a belt, which I'm assuming it is, it's rare to find these this long. And if it's a necklace, it's a really cool necklace. So let me know your thoughts on this one. I like it. We have this piece, which has several very fine pieces of wire, like metal wire, going down to this necklace, and this is where that cabochon came out of. There it is. Yes. This fits. So this is what it would look like. That's a very easy fix to glue it in. Since this is such a nice piece, I mean, at least the pendant is such a nice piece, even though it is costume. I don't like wires, but this is not like fishing line wire. At least it doesn't feel like it. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and glue this back in and put it together. So I like it. There's something nice and unique about it. Plus, that's just a really pretty piece right there. So there's that. We have this 3-strand glass. Now, these are losing its gilding. So the gilding is pretty much off of those. So we're just going to go ahead and put that into, we'll just go ahead and put this one into craft, because that's a lot of gilding to come up with. And then we have this, I'm assuming, bookmark. So once again, it's a piece of wire. It's got like a cat's eye sort of bead on one end. And then it has the cat's eye and some crystals on the other. So it can be a very big book. So we've got a bead that I do not know what it goes to. It is not magnetic. And then we have a flat bead that came off of something. Sunset House Springtime Instant Winner Sweepstakes. You get yourself we didn't get the 1969 Ford Mustang. So this will be held soon after the sweepstakes closes on July 15th, 1969. This is almost as old as I am. It's still in its original bag. And now I know where these come from, and so does everybody else. So it's a golden feather pin by Dewberry of Fifth Avenue. 1969. Everybody remember that from now on. When we see these pins, we know exactly where they're from. We have a boxer. I can't believe that they didn't etch an artist's name into this. This is a very thin dog. I think he needs to eat some more. Woof. Glass pendants. We have them from abstract to more abstract. We do have one butterfly. It's like a foil in the glass. Most of these are abstract. This is the long, narrow one. It's kind of cool, though. This one almost reminds me of a lava lamp. So we have different sizes. We've got small, medium, large, extra large. Now, this piece lost its pendant. You know, the holder. We have this chain, which is a double strand, but it's seen better days, so we're just going to go ahead and craft that. And then we have a Park Lane eclasp in the front. Okay, so it is a pendant. It has a little couple little thumbprints in it. We can get rid of those. Does have a very good clasp. And you could always, actually, you know what? I have a feeling that, does this go? They might have just put it on this, like maybe it's missing the jump ring and that's why it's this way and on this chain. But it is a transfer of the courting couple. Very nice condition, and the clasp is, I mean, the snap on this is really good. So, nice piece. Oh, I might as well do this. So we have the Marona, wow, this is old, $8.99. Necklace and earring, gray, nickel free. We even have a penny from 1998. St. Anthony, Saint of Miracles pendant. Okay, so we have this very large pendant, which this might be what that one necklace was for, because remember it was really thick. So, and this is 2 3/4 inches around. It's really nice and slightly heavy piece. And then we have this one, which feels like a piece of glass. It is slightly cold to the touch, so really pretty. And it's 1 by 1 3/4. We have had this brooch before in the past. Believe this could be 1928. We have a tricolor leaf brooch, perfect for fall, and it is from K&T. So copper, brass gold tone, and silver tone. Really nice brooch. We have the kitty cat, the mom cat, no maker. We have this brooch, probably from the 50s, 60s. I would say this is probably 60s, 70s. It could be newer, I don't know. So nicely done, good condition. We have, I'm assuming this is a perfume. Yes, it is an Avon perfume. They are, I've been told, or I have heard, that these are coming back where you can actually get the perfume pots. So it can be a brooch or it can be a pendant. And then it has an acrylic piece on it. It's kind of I'm not sure if this would really be considered arts and crafts or if it would be more art deco, but nicely done. We have the Ralph Lauren, but this one feels like plastic, so I'm just going to go ahead and craft that one. We have the Tritone kitties, gold, copper, and silver. And also, this is from K&T as well. Really cute. Look at those kitties. These are supposed to be blue bonnets. We have the ring. Small. It's size 6. It does have, it needs to be cleaned up. It's got a little wear to it. We'll just put it in craft. Now this brooch has some heft to it. Okay, so there's a very teeny tiny scratch right there. The rest of it was just glue. I think that's not glue. I think that's a little itty bitty scratch. I could be wrong. But really nice obsidian brooch. Needs a little bit of a cleanup. Nicely done though. And it's got a nice weight to it. And then we have a Jelly Belly mouse with little red eyes and a little red belly. And this is also Park Lane. Cute, cute, cute. He's got a... He's so cute. And then we have this brooch. Does not have a maker's mark. This is probably contemporary. It feels like it has resin right here. Stones are all there. Nicely done. We have another plastic Ralph Lauren. So let's just get rid of that. We have 3 Christmas brooches. We have the articulating bell and wreath. This does not have a maker's mark on it. We have the bells with faux pearl. Also new maker's mark. And then we have Santa, and his little gems are there. Now this one has the little swirls. So this might be a 1928 piece. 3 Christmas brooches. And to go with the Christmas brooches, we have, it's a Christmas watch, but that's gonna have to be fixed. So, okay, this is going to be in craft. Grow a Prince by Gantz. Grows up to 3 to 4 times in its size in water. Oh my goodness, I don't know if it's actually going to happen. This could be from 1999. And this frog is 2 3/4 inches tall already. That is so funny. Okay, yeah, all right. That's a good one. We do have a pin, zip +4. We're just going to put that into craft. We have a little acrylic ring, size 6. Now, this K-style band made in Hong Kong. It's like a watch within a watch. I'm not 100% sure on that. This, yes, it is genuine leather. So this is kind of cool. We'll have to see if it works. Don't know. This one has some of its gold tone is missing. It says Italy. Oh, it's an Armatron. Don't know if that crystal can be cleaned. Armatron's a great brand. Base metal. And this is a battery operated watch. I'll have to see about that one. Also Armatron. Now this has lost most of its silver, but if the watch works, I am willing to resilver this one. Wow, this is dirty. This does not have a maker on it, and the crystal is definitely scratched. It's really pretty, but yeah, it's gonna craft that one. Ooh, this one's pretty. Japan movement. Stainless steel china, primarily unbranded, but it's really pretty. Those actually might be, they either are crystals or they're little diamonds. I have had a watch that had little diamonds in it before. So I'll have to see about that one. It's probably crystals, I know. This one, EJ, Analog quartz. Yep, battery operated. Very nice watch. Now this one has got to be from the 80s. It's a nice band. It's got good stretch. There we go. Calazio? Calazi? It's really pretty though. Needs a little cleanup. We'll see if that one will work. Time. Where's the X? Isn't it supposed to be time X? B time. It's got a acrylic, or not acrylic, like a rubber band on it. The back is super clean. High quality movement. Oh, it's a Gruen. Okay, so it's missing the little round part that goes on here. And this is a battery operated watch. And then we have a Watch It watch. It does have some discoloration. It's really pretty though. So I don't know, we'll think about that one. I don't know what this is, so we're just gonna craft it. All right. Genuine Tamsid emerald. Little chips, maybe that's what that necklace is. Don't know. Tigress emerald. This is your extra bonus surprise. This, whoopsie. This little itty bitty one right here. Black Star of India. You get 3 of these. Okay. Now, we have this bracelet, tassel and all. Love this. That's gorgeous. We have the dyed mother of pearl, good stretch. We have another frog. I guess it's a bracelet. It's too big. I mean, he's too big to be an anklet. We get these bangles a lot. Now this one has a lot of tone loss on the inside, so we'll craft it. We have this one. Lauren Conrad. Now it has a lot of wear to it, so we're going to craft it. This one also has a lot of wear, so we'll craft that one. This is not looking good either. It's got a lot of scratches on the inside. It could just be dirty, so I'm going to put in maybe, and maybe it will clean up. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, remember whose daughter you are and straighten your crown. It's unfortunately super scratched. And then we have two little seed bead flower. I'm going to say these are anklets because they're bigger. We have this Christmas toggle closure on a stretch, and the stretch is good, amazingly enough. Now we have this pearl and quartz sliding clasp. Now the clasp does have some tone loss to it, but it's not horrible. I like it. And then we have this one, which I believe is African turquoise. I could be wrong, but it has a really nice weight to it, and the stretch is fantastic. We have another dyed shell. This one is in a like kind of a creamy tan, sandy, and natural color. Stretch is good. We have this one, which is very flexible. It could be engraved, I suppose. We have this one. I like this one. Also, it could be engraved. And this is Park Lane. I mean, it feels thick enough that you could engrave it. So, but nice bracelet. We have this one, which I'm assuming is a crown. And it does say Mexico on it, so I guess we'll need to give it a test. It has a 1 1/4 inch opening. So I can get it on my wrist. It's a really good size 7. Well, I guess, you know what? It does have a slight magnetic to it. I guess we don't have to test it. Well, alright, I guess it won't hurt to test it. We have this one. Wow, this one is definitely looking homemade. Definitely needs to have a clean up. I mean, I can get it over my wrist. Definitely needs a clean up. I'm not thinking this is silver. I think this is like that ring that we had the other day, where it's made of like a combination of metals, like pot metals. But we'll go ahead and it is not magnetic at all, so I guess we'll test it. And we have 2 of these style bangles. These are brass on the inside. And it looks like they're, yes, in good condition. Another seed bead. We have this stretch tiger's eye. Gorgeous bracelet. Not only looks good, it feels good. We have this fun peace-loving bracelet, which, there we go, little peace signs with some glass and what's supposed to be Millefiori style. I mean, they did a good job on this bead. I mean, it really does look like there's a piece of Millefiori glass in there. That's really cool. We have this one that is still in its wrapper. It looks like one of those freebies. And we have this one. It's a necklace. It's another zigzag necklace. Definitely magnetic, but it's really cute. Like it. I'll put this in with its friend. It's coated. We do have this pair of little kind of oblong button style earrings. We have this surfboard kind of looking one. We do have these two kind of like lasered flexible metal. We have these two. So these are not amber, they're just, they feel like acrylic. And these, I'm assuming, are magnetic. No, they are not. They do not look like they're silver, I'll put it that way. But they're really pretty, they're cool. Then we have these four or two pair, a little bit different style. We have maybe a turtle, and then we have the sun, and these are kind of Aztec-ish in style. No markings on the back. We have these two pair of earrings, which I think these were used to be on a belt. We have these two. Which are retro in style. We do have a feather pin that I missed. Okay, so this is kind of an odd pearl. It's almost like they put it on wrong. It's a faux pearl. There is no maker's mark or cartouche. It's just, this looks like a pearl that would have gone on a bracelet. So I don't know. So we'll put that over there. We have these very rubbed out earrings, so I'm just going to put those into craft. They do have a nice weight to them. This pair, are those the same? Oh no, these are not a pair. These are two different sizes. They're the same kind of style, but they are not a complete match unless you want, you know, the mismatch. I don't know. But those are really more single. We have these retro style little button earrings. These they go this way. I'm not really sure what the symbolism is for this, but one is up and the other is not. Those are two different styles. Okay. And we have just the one of this one that somebody put black leather on the, or leather or pleather on the back of it. And We do have 3 sets of hoops, in which 2 of these are the same size, and one is a little bit smaller, but they seem to be in good condition. We only have one of this style, which is a little thicker in the front and stationary in the back. And we have one threader. So those are all the earrings. Oh, I forgot. We do have, move these out of the way. We do have another necklace that I missed showing you all. So this is a fashion piece, but really pretty. It's got these little stations and then has little tassels off this kind of sideways square. It's really pretty though. And it also has little faceted stones. Okay. It's synced. So these are actually just glass. The one pendant that is marked silver is silver. The rest of it is not. It's either copper or brass. And then we have, this is copper. I mean, excuse me. This is silver. So I'm happy with what I got in this set or bag. And you know, we got something fun. We have something cool. I mean, who doesn't want a tiara on their arm, right? I mean, that's fun. It looks like a tiara to me. We have this, what I would call Southwest style bracelet. We did get one piece that is a silver piece, and it's a pretty hefty silver St. Christopher vintage piece. A lot of vintage in here, which is fantastic. And we did get quite a bit of what I consider good to go, even though we have a lot more of the think about it maybe. It's still a really great bag, and let's not forget this piece. So yeah, I'm really happy with this bag. These are made out of nickel, and they were coated, but the coating is, you know, coming off, so we'll go ahead and put that into the craft pile. And yeah, let me know what you think about this bag. I liked it. Hopefully you did too. Thanks for hanging in there with me and watching and going through everything. And I will see you on the next video.